Imagine for a moment that each thought you have isn't entirely your own. What if I told you that your ideas, hopes, and fears could be echoes of a much larger consciousness? Welcome to the concept of the hive mind, a journey beyond the isolated self, straight to the heart of a shared consciousness. In this video, we'll explore how this mysterious connection shapes everything we feel, think, and even how we behave. Where do our intuitions really come from? We are all interconnected in ways that science is just beginning to understand. Stay with us and discover how this insight can completely transform the way you view yourself and the world around you. It's not just fascinating, it's a revolution in understanding the human mind. The hive mind is an idea that suggests that individuals do not operate in isolation, but as part of a vast interconnected network. This concept is inspired by observations of the natural world, especially in species like bees and ants. In these groups, each member plays a specific role that benefits the entire colony, not just themselves. Bees, for example, have roles divided among workers, drones, and the queen, each with responsibilities that support the life of the hive as a whole. In the human sphere, the notion of the hive mind suggests that our actions and thoughts might be influenced by a greater collective consciousness, a kind of invisible network of influences that shapes our decisions and behaviors. This idea is present in many cultural and philosophical traditions around the world. For example, in many indigenous communities, the idea that an individual's actions reflect on and affect the entire community is a fundamental principle. These cultures often emphasize collective well-being and harmony over individual desires. This interconnection is also explored in various philosophies and religions, such as Buddhism, which preaches the interdependence of all beings. According to this view, no being exists alone, but is part of an intricate web of causes and effects that spans the entire universe. Through this perspective, the hive mind can be seen not just as a biological curiosity, but as a fundamental truth about human nature and society. It suggests that cooperation and a sense of community are essential aspects of the human experience, influencing everything from everyday interactions to large social and cultural movements. In the field of psychology, numerous studies have shown that group phenomena like swarm intelligence observed in animals can also be applied to human behavior. Swarm intelligence is a process where groups, such as bees or birds, make collective decisions that often are more effective than if each individual decided alone. These studies suggest that humans and groups can solve complex problems and make decisions more efficiently when working together, compared to working individually. In turn, neuroscience has investigated how our brains interact with each other through a phenomenon known as limbic resonance. This process occurs when the neural activity of one person directly responds to the emotions of another, leading to a sort of emotional synchrony. For example, when one person experiences pain and another observes this pain, similar brain regions in both individuals can be activated, suggesting a neural connection that transcends verbal communication. These findings are complemented by studies on mirror neurons, cells in the brain that are activated both when we perform an action and when we observe someone else performing the same action. This suggests that our brain is equipped to empathize and understand the actions of others on a fundamental level. These scientific evidences support the idea that we are not isolated in our experiences or thought processes. Instead, we are deeply interconnected on a biological and emotional level. These connections can influence not only how we feel individually, but also how we behave in groups, affecting our decisions, emotions, and even our perception of the world. From a philosophical standpoint, the concept of the hive mind provokes deep questioning about the idea that we are fully autonomous and independent beings. It suggests that, in some way, our minds might not be entirely individual, but parts of a larger network of consciousness that we share with others. This raises important questions about what it really means to be an individual and to what extent our thoughts, emotions, and actions are influenced or determined by this collective network. Moreover, this idea resonates with teachings found in many spiritual practices that emphasize compassion, empathy, and altruism. If we recognize that we are part of a larger mind, A greater responsibility may arise in how our actions and thoughts affect others and the world around us. The hive mind challenges us to reconsider how we perceive our identities and our connection with others, leading to deeper reflection on the meaning of life, consciousness, and collective existence. Understanding the concept of the hive mind offers a new perspective on how we interact in our society. When we accept that our thoughts and emotions may be part of a greater collective consciousness, we begin to see how our individual actions are intertwined with those of the community. This understanding can have a significant impact on various aspects of social life. Firstly, this insight influences the decisions we make on a daily basis. If we are aware that our choices and behaviors resonate within a larger network, we might be more careful or deliberate about what we think and do. This awareness can lead to a greater sense of social and ethical responsibility, motivating us to choose actions that benefit not only ourselves, but also the collective. In the realm of social and cultural norms, the concept of the hive mind can also contribute to a shift in the values that society promotes. For example, collaboration and solidarity, essential for collective well-being, might be valued more than individualistic success. Cultural practices that promote interconnectedness and cooperation might be more encouraged and celebrated. Moreover, the idea of the hive mind can be utilized to foster empathy and cooperation on broader societal levels. By understanding that we are connected to others, we may be more inclined to help those in need or to work together to solve common problems, such as environmental or social issues. However, there is also a potentially negative side. The understanding that we are influenced by a collective consciousness can be exploited for social manipulation. In marketing and advertising scenarios, techniques can be developed to influence opinions and behaviors on a large scale, taking advantage of our susceptibility to others' influence. This can be seen in advertising campaigns that attempt to shape consumption trends or in political strategies aimed at altering public opinion. In summary, understanding the hive mind offers both opportunities and challenges. It can encourage a more cooperative and empathetic society, but it also opens up space for new forms of manipulation. It is essential that this knowledge be used with awareness and ethics, always aiming to promote both collective and individual well-being. The concept of the hive mind has a profound impact on our thoughts and emotions. Recognizing that we are part of a larger network, we begin to understand that our beliefs, values, and opinions can be influenced by the collective. This influence can extend to our decisions and actions, prompting us to rethink how we position ourselves on personal and social issues, from simple daily choices to major decisions that affect our lives and the community. The hive mind contributes to the formation of a collective consciousness, a kind of shared understanding that permeates society. Now we'll explore practical strategies to harness the power of the hive mind. Meditation is a powerful practice that can help individuals tune into the hive mind, allowing a deeper connection with the collective consciousness. Through specific meditation techniques focused on breathing and mindfulness, people can reduce daily mental noise and access a state of greater awareness and openness to receive and contribute to the shared consciousness. This not only aids in personal development, but also strengthens community ties by promoting a sense of unity among individuals. Dreams and visualization practices are considered by many as a direct form of communication with the hive mind. These experiences can be seen as gateways to the collective unconscious, where ideas, images, and messages are exchanged among individuals at subconscious levels. Visualization, in turn, involves the conscious creation of detailed mental images, often used to connect with these deeper currents of the collective mind, influencing both personal and collective perception and reality creation. Reflecting on the future of the hive mind involves considering how this understanding of interconnection can transform society. If well guided, the awareness of interdependence can lead to a new era of cooperation and empathy, helping to address major global challenges such as climate change, conflicts, and inequalities. On the other hand, it is necessary to be vigilant about the risks of manipulation and social control. This future will largely depend on how we choose to cultivate and integrate the principles of the hive mind into our educational, political, and technological practices. In this video, we dive into the concept of the hive mind and how it influences our perception of individuality and collectivity. Have you ever noticed moments when your decisions or feelings seem to be connected with those of others in an inexplicable way? Share your experiences in the comments below. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications to continue exploring topics as fascinating as this one. We look forward to reading your stories.